Only ones annoyed by the 6-7 craze. What is this? Apparently someone high up enough to make a difference at In-N-Out Burger decided to take a stand. It's been confirmed when the fast food chain calls out order numbers. 6-7 is no longer among them. An employee says that change was actually made about a month ago. 6-7 is a nonsensical phrase many children love to repeat. Some experts who assumed it would be gone by now are surprised it's still around. Meanwhile, a few competitors are trying to capitalize on it. Wendy's has added a 67-cent Frosty deal, and Pizza Hut now has 67-cent wings.
I don't know about the Pizza Hut one.
I'm never going to look at 67 the same way.
Right?
No, and I've seen these videos from In-N-Out too. Customers will hang out at the restaurant all day, just waiting with their phones out just to hear that number ordered.
Yeah,
and after a while, they
6-7?
caught on. We're like, they're skipping the number. They skipped the number. Well, of
Too
course
much
they confirmed it
time
now.
on their hands. I've been fortunate enough my teens have not
Done it.
picked up on this one. Maybe it's like just a little bit younger.
It is.
Maybe.
All these parades, it was filled with all of that. These Christmas parades. All right.
This is crazy.
Yes, number 6-7.
Hey, man, let the young kids live. Let the young kids live. In-N-Out said, you know what, we canceled the 67, so they only go from 66 to 68. They canceled 6-7. Look, man, as a parent, I got two daughters, man. My oldest say 6-7 all the time. I don't understand what it means, though. I believe it was a white kid that saw LaMelo, or he said 6-7, and it became crazy. It is what it is. It's hilarious. I don't understand it as a parent. I'm not getting old. What's the meaning? You know, what this tells you is how smart our young generation is and their impact on whatever. We just need to get them emphasize or focus on something with a better impact for them. This just shows you the power of the youth. This is the reason why we need to protect our youth. They are geniuses. They are marketing gurus. They can push anything. We just got to get them on the right thing. Look at 6-7. 6-7 means nothing. And look how popular it is. This is why I'm a big believer in saving the youth and giving them opportunities to be better. Some of these kids need to be doing something with their lives, though. Okay, I can see if you're there and 6-7 happens, and then that's cool. But if you're waiting around for the number, that's a little weird to me, right? But this just shows you the power of the youth. This shows you that the youth can push anything if they set their mind to it. This is why I'm in favor of protecting the youth. See what I'm saying? This is why I understand the importance of the youth. A lot of y'all don't understand how important the youth is. You see what I'm saying? You guys push them away. Listen to the youth. They're very smart. They're very intelligent. They do things. They're innovators, but we just got to get them focused on something bigger than 6-7. You see the impact of the youth with the presidential vote, getting Trump in. The reason why Trump got in is because of the youth. We just got to continue to take care of them and put them in the right positions to make money because they do have an impact. They are somebody. They do have opinions. They do have really good opinions. You know, the one thing I learned as being a parent and having two daughters, or just talking to kids in general as well, at least listen to them. I think I've come from a generation where growing up, our parents didn't really explain things to us. So what that does is when I grow up, that's resentment towards your family because they're not explaining things. But now what I really try to focus on, me and my wife focus on with our kids, is that they ask us a question, explain it to them. Involve the kids, make them feel important, make them feel like their answers or their questions are important. See, what you start to see, the reason why we have a rise in socialism is because you have the left listening to these kids. And what do these kids want? They want everything handed to them because that's the generation they came from. They don't have any skills. They don't know where to go. They go to college, but college fails them. They see social media. They see the success of social media. They fail. So now they want everything given to them because they can't do anything else. This is the rise of socialism. This is how socialism is starting to rise in America because you have the youth in this generation that can't do anything for themselves. So as a Democrat, what do you say? I'll give you everything. I'll give you whatever you want. And the youth is falling for this. That's why, if you look at like somebody like Turning Point USA, they're targeting the youth. That's the reason why Charlie Kirk was so huge, because the youth, he talked to them and he listened to them. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I'm going to explain it to you, but then I'm going to explain how you can do it better to where it can be better for you. I'm not going to automatically shoot you down. I think that's one of the things that the conservative side, the Republicans, have to probably do a little better of, is involve the youth a little more. Listen to the youth. People are saying things are expensive, this and this and this. That's not the youth. The youth don't care. They don't care about pricing and affordability. They care about opportunity, being able to do things, right? But you just see the power of the youth. You see the power of 6'7". It means nothing. People say it means demonic things. People say it's something to do with basketball, but it really has no meaning. And look how powerful it is. My kid says it every day when I'm driving. She's looking at my speedometer and it gets to 67. She says 6'7". But our parents would be like, boy, shut up. Girl, shut up. Sit your butt down. But me being a parent today is like, oh, that's cool. That's funny. What does it mean? I don't know what it means, but that just shows me that you're able to push anything. So we just have to put our kids in the right direction, because you have some kids fighting to, be trans, be more socialist, be lazy. So as our generation, I'm part of the millennial generation, you have to continually sit here and say, I love the spirit. I love the innovation. I love the 6'7". It doesn't mean anything, but I'm not going to degrade you because it doesn't mean anything. I'm just going to push you in a different direction that makes more sense and that helps you in the long run. I'm going to help you put that energy, that genius activity, in something that's going to actually make you some money and make your life good. That's what we have to do as the older generation. Is we can't look down on the younger generation and say, oh, 6'7", that's stupid. We can't do that. That's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to uplift them and say, okay, I see what you're talking about. Let's hit that energy into this. Because that's what you see from the left. They say, okay, we see your problems. We see your gung ho. You need something to latch on to, so we're gonna put it on. Latch on to being trans. Put trans athletes in. Become a socialist and we'll give you everything. Tax the rich. We're gonna put that energy into things that benefit us, but it really doesn't benefit them. So this 6'7" trend, hey, in and out, I get it. It does cause a ruckus. It does cause something. But as a person on the outside looking at this, I definitely understand it, why they would do it, but also understand and see the power of the youth. We can't forget the youth. I'm telling you, we can't forget the youth. The youth are very important. They're very inspiring, but we got to listen to them. I'm telling you, as a person that listens to their kids, listen to their thoughts, that's the reason why they're so important. They're so vital, because they think a different way. And we've always been taught we have to think just like our parents. It's okay your kids think a little different and think a little bit out of the box, but they don't have to think way out of the box. Some of these kids think the way that they think is to rebel against you. If they know that something is right, but they know the parents believe in it, they go the opposite way in spite of you. This is the reason why parenting is important. You can be disciplined, you can set the standard, but you still got to leave that door open to listen to them so they can feel like they're being heard. You're not going to agree with everything, but sometimes kids just want to be heard, give you their logic, and you tell them your logic, and then you guys come together. But I'm telling you, this 6'7" movement is crazy. It just shows me the power of the youth. It just shows me that they can push anything, even if it doesn't have any meaning. But that just shows you the power of the youth today. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. As always, we're going to keep this thing rocking, keep it going. Appreciate the support. Don't forget the youth, man. Protect the youth. Let them do their thing, but protect them. Put them in a lane that they can learn something, because they do have the power. So, as you know, daily morning show coming soon. Think about calling No Fluff Morning Show. If you got any ideas for the name of the morning show, let me know. Send it to me in the comments, and I'll pick one out. Appreciate you guys.